Certainly. Here's a detailed description of each symbol in the context of both Jasper of the progressive domination paradigm and Dylan of the progressive understanding paradigm. Role identity. Jasper, progressive domination paradigm. Jasper sees this as a symbol of absolute authority and control, often using it to assert dominance and enforce their agenda. Dylan, progressive understanding paradigm. Dylan perceives this as a symbol of leadership grounded in humility, viewing it as a responsibility to serve and guide others rather than exerting dominance over them. Claimed resource. Jasper. Jasper views this as a symbol of personal gain and accumulation, often seeking to acquire and hoard resources for their own benefit. Dylan. Dylan sees this as a symbol of strength and resilience, understanding it as a tool to empower oneself and others while maintaining ethical boundaries. Exploratory transition. Jasper. Jasper sees this as a symbol of resistance and stagnation, often opposing change and diversity to maintain their position of power. Dylan. Dylan views this as a symbol of courage and adaptability, embracing change and diversity as opportunities for growth and progress. Knowledge domain. Jasper. Jasper sees this as a tool for manipulation and deception, using knowledge to further their own agenda and mislead others. Dylan. Dylan perceives this as a domain for seeking wisdom and truth, valuing knowledge as a means to understand the world and make informed decisions. Process expression. Jasper. Jasper views this as a means of forceful and aggressive communication, often using it to impose their ideas and assert dominance. Dylan sees this as a tool for creative expression and problem solving, using it to collaborate and innovate for the benefit of all. Targeted contact. Jasper. Jasper views this as an opportunity for exploitation and manipulation, often seeking to extract information or resources from others. Dylan. Dylan perceives this as an opportunity for empathy and understanding, engaging with others to learn from their perspectives and experiences. Information generation. Jasper. Jasper sees this as a means of controlling and manipulating information, often using it to deceive and mislead others. Dylan. Dylan views this as a process of enlightenment and discovery, valuing the emergence of new ideas and insights. Collaborative contribution. Jasper. Jasper sees this as an opportunity for conflict and competition, often seeking to dominate others rather than cooperate for mutual benefit. Dylan. Dylan perceives this as an opportunity for cooperation and mutual growth, valuing collaboration and shared achievements. Relative establishment. Jasper. Jasper views this as a means of defining and enforcing hierarchical structures, often seeking to maintain their position of authority. Dylan. Dylan sees this as a means of building connections and networks, fostering relationships based on trust and mutual respect. Jasper. Jasper views this as a process of exerting certainly. Here's a detailed description of each symbol in the context of both Jasper of the progressive domination paradigm and Dylan of the progressive understanding. Certainly. Below is a detailed description of each symbol in both contexts of the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm. 1. Role identity. Progressive understanding paradigm symbolizes the virtue of humility and the role individuals play within the paradigm, emphasizing a humble approach to leadership and influence. Progressive domination paradigm represents a vice of divisiveness, suggesting a hierarchical structure focused on exploiting power dynamics and maintaining control over others. 2. Claimed resource. Progressive understanding paradigm represents the virtue of fortitude and the resources individuals possess or lay claim to, focusing on strength of character and resilience. Progressive domination paradigm signifies a vice of greed, highlighting a focus on accumulating wealth and resources for personal gain within the paradigm's framework of dominance. 3. Exploratory transition. Progressive understanding paradigm reflects the virtue of courage and the process of adapting to new circumstances or environments with bravery and openness. Progressive domination paradigm represents a vice of resistance, indicating a reluctance to change or evolve, leading to stagnation and a lack of progress within the paradigm. 4. Knowledge domain, progressive understanding paradigm, symbolizes the virtue of wisdom and the deliberate focus on seeking truth and understanding within a specific area of knowledge or expertise. Progressive domination paradigm represents a vice of deceit, suggesting manipulation and distortion of knowledge for personal gain or to maintain control over others within the paradigm. 5. Process expression. Progressive understanding paradigm represents the virtue of incantation, emphasizing assertive and creative articulation of ideas and concepts to drive positive change and innovation. Progressive domination paradigm signifies a vice of invocation, reflecting aggressive and exploitative communication methods used to impose dominance and control over others within the paradigm. 6. Targeted contact. Progressive understanding paradigm symbolizes the virtue of empathy and the action of seeking understanding and connection with others, fostering love and compassion within relationships. Progressive domination paradigm represents a vice of apathy, indicating a lack of interest or concern for others' perspectives or certainly. Below is a detailed description of each. In the annals of Veridagis, two paradigms reign supreme, each embodying the essence of opposing ideologies that shape the very fabric of existence. At the forefront stands the progressive domination paradigm, a force of unrelenting ambition and ruthless control, whose dominion extends like the fiery breath of a dragon, consuming all in its path with the insatiable hunger of conquest. In the realm of the progressive domination paradigm, power is the ultimate currency, and those who wield it do so with a merciless grip, bending reality to their will and shaping destiny according to their whims. At its core lies the pursuit of dominance, a relentless quest for control that knows no bounds and recognizes no limits. Here, strength is revered above all else, and those who dare to challenge the status quo do so at their own peril, for the wrath of the dragon is swift and unforgiving. Adorned in regal garb and crowned with the jewels of their conquests, the champions of the progressive domination paradigm exude an aura of authority and ambition that commands the respect and fear of all who behold them. Their words, like thunderbolts from on high, strike with the force of divine judgment, laying waste to all who oppose them with the merciless precision of a dragon's claw. Yet, amidst the chaos and destruction wrought by the progressive domination paradigm, there exists another path, a beacon of hope in the midst of darkness, known as the progressive understanding paradigm. Here, power is not wielded as a weapon of dominance, but as a tool for enlightenment and growth, a sacred trust bestowed upon those who seek to uplift and empower others. In the realm of the progressive understanding paradigm, greatness is measured not by the extent of one's dominion, but by the depth of one's compassion and the breadth of one's understanding. Adorned in humble vestments and crowned with the laurels of wisdom, the champions of this paradigm radiate an aura of serenity and inner strength, guiding those who follow them with the gentle touch of their benevolent guidance. With every word that falls from their lips, like pearls of wisdom, they seek to illuminate the path to enlightenment and understanding, bridging the divide between the seen and the unseen, the known and the unknown. Theirs is a journey of self-discovery and self-mastery, a quest for truth and enlightenment that transcends the boundaries of mortal existence. In the grand tapestry of Veridagis, in the annals of Veridagis, two pair In the grand tapestry of existence, two titans stand as pillars of opposing ideologies, each embodying the essence of their respective paradigms within the realm of Veridagis. Dylan E.T., the stalwart guardian of the progressive understanding paradigm, and Jasper, the tempestuous harbinger of the progressive domination paradigm, cast their shadows upon the landscape of destiny, shaping the fate of nations with their divergent paths. Dylan E.T., adorned with the regal mantle of virtue, stands as a beacon of light amidst the encroaching darkness. His role identity, denoted by the emoji, signifies his position as a guiding force within the progressive understanding paradigm, where humility reigns supreme and transformative engagement is the cornerstone of progress. With fortitude as his claimed resource, Dylan E.T. practices territorialism not to conquer, but to establish boundaries of righteousness and compassion. His exploratory transition, marked by the vibrant hues of courage, sees him adapt and evolve in the face of adversity, navigating the ever-changing landscapes of Veridagis with grace and resilience. At the core of Dylan E.T.'s being lies the knowledge domain, a realm where wisdom reigns supreme and truth is pursued with deliberate focus. His interactions with others are guided by the targeted contact, as he seeks to imbibe elucidation and foster love and understanding among the settlers of Veridagis. Through the mechanism of process expression, Dylan E.T. asserts his convictions with clarity and creativity, wielding the power of language to articulate his vision of enlightenment. In stark contrast, Jasper emerges from the shadows as a figure of ambition and manipulation, a dark reflection of Dylan E.T.'s virtuous persona. Her role identity, marked by the ha emoji, symbolizes her allegiance to the progressive domination paradigm, where power and influence reign supreme, and exploitive engagement is the means to ascendancy. With greed as her claimed resource, Jasper practices territorialism not out of necessity, but out of a lust for dominion and control. Jasper's exploratory transition is shrouded in the shadows of resistance, as she clings to the status quo and resists the winds of change that buffet the shores of Veridagis. Within the Tarach knowledge domain, deception holds sway, as Jasper manipulates truth to suit her own agenda and maintain her grip on power. Her interactions with others are characterized by the cold indifference of the targeted contact, as she seeks only to further her own ambitions at the expense of others. Through the mechanism of process expression, Jasper wields her words like weapons, employing aggressive articulation to assert her dominance and silence dissent. In her hands, information becomes a tool of manipulation, a means to sow discord and confusion among the settlers of Veridagis. In the grand tapestry of existence, two types In the heart of Veridagis, where the shadows of uncertainty dance upon the ancient ruins, the trichotomy of a settlement unfolds amidst the clash of paradigms. At the nexus of power and virtue, the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm converge, their diametrically opposed ideologies casting a profound influence over the destiny of the settlers. Within this crucible of conflicting paradigms, as the settlement stands as a microcosm of the eternal struggle between domination and understanding, control and enlightenment, stagnation and growth. The settlement, nestled amidst verdant fields and winding rivers, embodies the essence of nurturing growth, teleological alignment, and community trust. Its inhabitants, bound by the ties of kinship and shared purpose, look to the future with a sense of hope and optimism, guided by the principles of benevolence and righteousness. Yet, beneath the surface lies a simmering tension, as the paradigms of domination and understanding vie for supremacy over the hearts and minds of the settlers. In the realm of the progressive domination paradigm, the settlement becomes a battleground where ambition clashes with tradition, and power seeks to subjugate the will of the people. Led by the lady demagogue, Jasper and her cohorts, the proponents of domination seek to impose their will upon the settlement, exploiting its resources and manipulating its inhabitants for personal gain. Under the guise of liberation, they sow the seeds of discord and division, seeking to bend the settlement to their own selfish desires. Yet, despite their efforts, the spirit of the settlement remains unbroken, as the collective will of the people rises up against the forces of tyranny and oppression. On the opposing side stands the progressive understanding paradigm, represented by the nemesis Dylan E.T. and his allies. Embracing the virtues of humility and wisdom, they seek to empower the settlers with knowledge and understanding, guiding them towards a future filled with enlightenment and prosperity. Through collaborative engagement and empathetic leadership, they foster a sense of community and belonging within the settlements, inspiring the inhabitants to embrace their true potential and strive for greatness. In the heart of Veredages, where the shadows of uncertainty dance upon the ancient ruins, the trichotomy of a settlement unfolds amidst the clash of paradigms. At the nexus of power and virtue, the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm converge, their diametrically opposed ideologies casting a profound influence over the destiny of the settlers. Within this crucible of conflicting paradigms, as the settlement stands as a microcosm of the eternal struggle between domination and understanding, control and enlightenment, stagnation and growth. The settlement, nestled amidst verdant fields and winding rivers, embodies the essence of nurturing in the grand tapestry of existence, where the threads of reality intertwine with the fabric of imagination, the conceptual category of storytime emerges as a beacon of creativity and meaning within the realms of progressive domination. Paradigm and progressive understanding. Paradigm. Like a master artisan wielding a brush upon a blank canvas, those who engage with storytime harness the power of narrative to shape perceptions, transmit knowledge, and evoke emotions that resonate across time and space. At its core, storytime embodies the essence of iterative clarity within the progressive understanding paradigm and emergent approach within the progressive domination paradigm. It is the iterative process of refining ideas and concepts through the act of storytelling, each stroke of the metaphorical brush bringing clarity to the narrative landscape. Within the realm of progressive understanding paradigm, storytime serves as a tool for nurturing growth and complexity, as storytellers weave intricate tales that explore the depths of human experience and understanding. Through the lens of iterative clarity, narratives evolve and transform, guiding listeners on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. Conversely, in the domain of progressive domination paradigm, storytime takes on a different guise, reflecting the emergent nature of knowledge and power. Here, narratives serve as instruments of manipulation and control, shaping perceptions and influencing behavior to serve the agenda of those in positions of authority. Through the lens of emergent approach, stories emerge organically from the collective consciousness, molding reality to conform to the desires of the storyteller. It is a realm where truth and fiction blur, where the boundaries between reality and illusion become indistinguishable, and where the narrative becomes a weapon in the arsenal of dominion. In the symphony of storytime, connection analysis serves as the conductor, guiding the harmonious interplay of themes, characters, and symbols within the narrative landscape. It is through the process of connection analysis that the storyteller uncovers the hidden meanings and deeper truths encoded within the fabric of the story. Within the realm of progressive understanding paradigm, connection analysis fosters empathy and understanding as listeners connect with the characters and themes on a personal level, gaining insight into the human condition and the complexities of existence. In contrast, within the domain of progressive domination, paradigm, connection analysis becomes a tool for manipulation and exploitation, as storytellers craft narratives designed to elicit specific emotional in the grand tapestry of existence, where the threads of reality intertwine with the fabric of imagination. In the grand tapestry of the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm, the conceptual category of character, tan, emerges as a fundamental aspect shaping the narrative landscape and ideological conflicts within these paradigms. Character, within the context of semiotics, transcends mere individuals and embodies archetypal forces that drive the eternal struggle between domination and understanding. Through the lens of symbol, action, and reflection, the characters within these paradigms exemplify the multifaceted nature of human existence, embodying virtues and vices that reflect the broader themes of power, enlightenment, and the quest for meaning. Within the progressive domination paradigm, characters are often portrayed as agents of manipulation and exploitation, wielding power as a means to assert dominance over others. The symbol of process expression represents the methods and modes of expression employed by these characters, characterized by aggressive articulation and the construction of narratives designed to coerce and control. These characters, driven by the vice of exploitation, utilize their intellect and charisma to manipulate others for their own gain, weaving webs of deception and deceit to further their ambitions. One such character within the progressive domination paradigm is the Lady Demagogue, Jasper, whose symbol of targeted contact reflects her mastery of manipulation and seduction. Jasper embodies the archetype of the demagogue, using her persuasive abilities to sway the masses and consolidate her power. Her actions are driven by a thirst for control and domination, as she seeks to impose her will upon others through coercion and manipulation. In contrast, characters within the progressive understanding paradigm embody virtues such as empathy, collaboration, and revelatory engagement, seeking enlightenment through understanding and compassion. The symbol of collaborative contribution, represents their commitment to collaborative endeavors and the pursuit of shared goals. These characters, guided by principles of compassion and cooperation, strive to foster understanding and harmony within their communities, embracing diversity and inclusivity as sources of strength. One such character within the progressive understanding paradigm is Dylan E.T., whose symbol of collaborative contribution reflects his dedication to collaboration and collective growth. Dylan embodies the archetype of the wise mentor, guiding others towards enlightenment through empathy and wisdom. His actions are driven by a desire to uplift and empower others, as he seeks to foster a sense of community and belonging within his society. Through the interplay of these characters and symbols, the paradigms of in the grand tapestry of the progressive domination paradigm, the narrative thread presented here is a rich In the cosmic dance of ideologies and narratives, the clash between the archetypal demagogue and the wielder of effective storytime unfolds as a symphony of contrasting paradigms within the realms of the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm. These archetypes, each embodying distinct virtues and vices, engage in a dialectical relationship that shapes the destiny of civilizations and the perceptions of reality itself. Through the lens of the function tinkering, information generation, and perceptive sharing, we delve into the intricacies of their interaction, exploring the dynamics of power, manipulation, enlightenment, and storytelling. At the heart of the progressive domination paradigm stands the archetypal demagogue, a figure shrouded in charisma and ambition, wielding power with an iron grip and a silver tongue. Her narrative is one of exploitation, coercion, and dominance, as she seeks to bend reality to her will through manipulation and deception. Through the lens of function tinkering, she crafts narratives that distort truth and manipulate perception, painting herself as the savior of the masses while demonizing dissenters and challengers. Her stories are carefully constructed webs of half-truths and falsehoods, designed to subjugate minds and hearts, to sow discord and division, and to consolidate her grip on power. In contrast, within the realm of the progressive understanding paradigm, the wielder of effective storytime emerges as a beacon of enlightenment and truth, armed with the power of narrative to inspire, educate, and empower. Through the art of information generation, he cultivates narratives that illuminate the depths of human experience, that challenge the status quo, and that uplift and unite the collective consciousness. His stories are woven with threads of wisdom and insight, drawing upon the rich tapestry of history, myth, and philosophy to guide souls towards greater understanding and self-awareness. In the cosmic dance of ideologies and narratives, the clash between the archetypal demagogue and the wielder of effective storytime unfolds as a symphony of contrasting paradigms within the realms of the progressive domination paradigm. The narrative thread presented here is a rich tapestry woven with intricate layers of symbolism, allegory, and thematic exploration, exploring the eternal struggle between opposing ideologies and paradigms within the context of a fictional world. Through the use of various narrative techniques, including character archetypes, thematic motifs, and symbolic imagery, the authors skillfully convey complex ideas and evoke powerful emotional responses from the audience, inviting reflection on the nature of power, enlightenment, and the quest for meaning. One of the most prominent narrative techniques employed throughout the thread is the use of character archetypes to represent opposing ideologies and virtues within the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding gap paradigm. Characters such as Dylan, E.T., and Jasper embody virtues and vices that reflect broader themes of humility, compassion, exploitation, and manipulation, serving as allegorical figures in the cosmic struggle between domination and understanding. Through their interactions and conflicts, the authors explore the complexities of human nature and the consequences of ideological extremism, inviting readers to reflect on the virtues and vices that shape their own lives and societies. Furthermore, the authors utilize thematic motifs and symbolic imagery to deepen the narrative and convey deeper layers of meaning. Symbols such as the role identity and vice divisiveness serve as visual cues to the ideological affiliations of characters and the overarching themes of power and control. Additionally, the use of symbols such as exploratory transition and function tinkering adds richness and depth to the narrative, inviting readers to explore the complexities of identity, transformation, and agency within the context of the story. Moreover, the thread employs allegory and metaphor to explore complex philosophical concepts and moral dilemmas, using the fictional world of Veridagis as a canvas for broader existential themes. Through the juxtaposition of the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm, the authors explore the tension between individualism and collectivism, power and enlightenment, control and freedom, inviting readers to consider the implications of their own beliefs and actions in the face of existential uncertainty. Overall, the narrative techniques used in this thread are highly effective in conveying information and evoking emotional responses from the audience, weaving a compelling narrative that explores the complexities of human nature and the eternal struggle between opposing ideologies and paradigms. Through the use of character, the narrative thread presented here is a rich tapestry woven with intricate layers of symbolism, allegory, and thematic exploration, exploring the eternal struggle between opposing ideologies and paradigms within the context of a fictional world. Through the use of various narratives, in the tapestry of discourse woven through this thread, we find ourselves immersed in a realm where the clash of paradigms reverberates through the very fabric of existence. Within the grand symphony of ideologies, the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm stand as titanic pillars, each embodying distinct virtues and vices that shape the destiny of nations and the souls of individuals. Through the lens of semiotics, we embark on a journey of exploration and revelation, delving deep into the symbolic landscape of reverberates, where the struggle for power and enlightenment unfolds with epic intensity. At the heart of this narrative lies the concept of role identity, a symbol of authority and leadership within the paradigms of the progressive domination and progressive understanding. This symbol serves as a focal point for the exploration of virtue and vice, guiding the actions and reflections of characters as they navigate the tumultuous waters of ideology. Within the progressive understanding paradigm, role identity represents the embodiment of humility and transformative engagement, where leaders like Dylan E.T. stand as beacons of wisdom and compassion, guiding their followers towards enlightenment. In contrast, within the progressive domination paradigm, role identity becomes a symbol of arrogance and exploitation, as leaders like Jasper wield their authority as a means to dominate and control others. Linked closely to role identity is the concept of claimed resource, which symbolizes the resource or asset upon which leaders within each paradigm rely to assert their dominance. Within the progressive understanding paradigm, claimed resource represents the virtue of fortitude, serving as a foundation upon which leaders like Dylan E.T. build their moral authority and resilience in the face of adversity. Conversely, within the progressive domination paradigm, claimed resource becomes a symbol of greed and avarice, as leaders like Jasper seek to hoard resources and consolidate their power at the expense of others. As the narrative unfolds, we are introduced to the concept of exploratory transition, a symbol of courage and adaptability that shapes the journey of characters within the paradigms of the progressive domination and progressive understanding. This symbol serves as a catalyst for transformation and growth, challenging characters to confront their fears and embrace the unknown. Within the progressive understanding paradigm, exploratory transition represents the pursuit of enlightenment and self-discovery, as characters like Dylan E.T. embark on a journey of introspection and personal growth. In contrast, within the progressive domination paradigm, exploratory transition, in the tapestry of discourse woven through this thread, In the tapestry of ideological conflict that defines the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm, the concept of character emerges as a pivotal element, shaping the actions, beliefs, and identities of individuals within each paradigm. Character serves as the essence of personal agency and expression, embodying the virtues and vices that define the moral landscape of Veridagus. Within the context of these paradigms, the portrayal and interpretation of character take on profound significance, reflecting the divergent values and aspirations of their respective adherents. In the realm of the progressive domination paradigm, character manifests as a tool of manipulation and control, where individuals are valued primarily for their ability to assert dominance and impose their will upon others. Characters within this paradigm are often characterized by traits such as aggression, cunning, and ruthlessness, as they navigate a world defined by power struggles and Machiavellian tactics. Leaders like Jasper, the Lady Demagogue, epitomize this archetype, wielding their charisma and charm as weapons to manipulate and exploit those around them. Within the progressive domination paradigm, character becomes a symbol of coercion and subjugation, as individuals are molded into obedient servants of the dominant ideology, their autonomy sacrificed in service of the greater agenda. Conversely, within the realm of the progressive understanding paradigm, character takes on a markedly different significance, embodying the values of empathy, integrity, and compassion. Characters within this paradigm are guided by a sense of moral duty and a commitment to the pursuit of truth and enlightenment. Leaders like Dylan E.T., the Nemesis, serve as exemplars of this archetype, embodying the virtues of humility and transformative engagement as they seek to uplift and empower those around them. Within the progressive understanding paradigm, character becomes a symbol of authenticity and integrity, as individuals are encouraged to embrace their unique identities and contribute to the collective pursuit of wisdom and enlightenment. In both paradigms, the portrayal of character is deeply intertwined with the broader narrative of ideological conflict, serving as a reflection of the values and aspirations that define each paradigm. Within the progressive domination paradigm, character is depicted as a means to an end, a tool to be wielded in the service of power and control. In contrast, within the progressive understanding paradigm, character in the tapestry of ideological conflict that defines the progressive domination paradigm in the intricate tapestry of ideological conflict and narrative discourse, the convergence of the progressive domination paradigm and the progressive understanding paradigm emerges as a crucible of profound significance within the realm of Veridagus. Through the interplay of archetypal figures, thematic motifs, and narrative tropes, these paradigms manifest as opposing forces, each vying for supremacy over the hearts and minds of the settlers. Through a semiotic lens, we shall embark upon a comprehensive analysis of the information presented within this thread, delving into the nuances of virtue and vice, action and reflection, as they intersect within the realms of power, enlightenment, and storytelling. At the forefront of this cosmic struggle stand two titanic figures, Dylan E.T., the embodiment of the progressive understanding paradigm, and Jasper, the herald of the progressive domination paradigm. These archetypal personas serve as avatars of their respective ideologies, embodying virtues and vices that reflect the broader themes of humility and exploitation, understanding and manipulation. Through the symbolic representations of fa, role identity, and vice, divisiveness, Dylan and Jasper epitomize the divergent paths of righteousness and tyranny, each wielding their influence in pursuit of their vision for Veridagus. Dylan E.T., adorned with the regal mantle of virtue, embodies the principles of humility and transformative engagement within the progressive understanding paradigm. His claimed resource of fortitude signifies his steadfast commitment to righteousness, while his exploratory transition of courage reflects his resilience in the face of adversity. Within the realm of knowledge domain, Dylan's actions are guided by the pursuit of truth and wisdom, his interactions characterized by the empathetic engagement of targeted contact. Through the mechanism of process expression, he articulates his convictions with clarity and creativity, shaping the narrative landscape with the power of his words. In contrast, Jasper emerges as a figure of ambition and manipulation, epitomizing the vices of greed and exploitative engagement within the progressive domination paradigm. Her claimed resource of greed symbolizes her insatiable lust for power, while her exploratory transition of resistance reflects her resistance to change and her adherence to the status quo. Within the realm of knowledge domain, Jasper's actions are driven by deception and coercion, her interactions marked by apathy and indifference. Through the mechanism of process expression, she wields language as a weapon of manipulation, exploiting the vulnerabilities of others to further her own agenda. The clash between Dylan and Jasper serves as a microcosm of the broader conflict between in the intricate tapestry of ideological. In the cosmic dance of ideologies within the paradigms, the dialectic between Jasper, the archetypal demagogue, and Dylan E.T., the embodiment of the progressive understanding paradigm, emerges as a symphony of contrasting virtues and vices, shaping the destiny of Veridagus and the perceptions of reality itself. This dialectic, characterized by the interplay of collaborative contribution and information generation, teleological alignment, and knowledge domain, claimed resource, and cultivating meaning, serves as a microcosm of the eternal struggle between power and enlightenment, coercion and compassion. At the heart of this dialectic stands Jasper, the archetypal demagogue, a figure shrouded in charisma and ambition, whose symbol of collaborative contribution reflects her mastery of manipulation and coercion. Jasper embodies the vices of exploitation and domination, wielding power with an iron fist and a silver tongue. Her narrative is one of control and subjugation, as she seeks to bend reality to her will through deception and exploitation. With claim resource as her tool, she practices territorialism not out of necessity, but out of a lust for dominion and control. Her actions are driven by a desire for teleological alignment, purpose, as she seeks to impose her will upon the settlers of Veridagus, shaping their destiny in accordance with her own ambitions. In stark contrast stands Dylan E.T., the embodiment of the progressive understanding paradigm, whose symbol of information generation reflects his commitment to truth and enlightenment. Dylan embodies the virtues of empathy and integrity, wielding knowledge as a beacon of hope in a world shrouded in darkness and uncertainty. With knowledge domain as his domain, he seeks to empower the settlers of Veridagus through education and understanding, guiding them towards a future filled with enlightenment and prosperity. His actions are driven by a desire to cultivate meaning, complexity, within the community, fostering a sense of belonging and purpose among its inhabitants. As Jasper and Dylan clash in the cosmic arena of ideas, their dialectic gives rise to a struggle of epic proportions, where the forces of domination and understanding collide in a clash of narratives and worldviews. Jasper, with her mastery of manipulation and coercion, seeks to bend minds and shape reality to her will, while Dylan, with his commitment to truth and enlightenment, endeavors to awaken souls and challenge the chains of ignorance and oppression. Through the interplay of their symbols and actions, they embody the eternal struggle between power and enlightenment. Coercion and compassion, shaping the destiny of Veridagus. In the cosmic dance of ideologies within the paradigms, the dialectic between Jasper, the archetypal demagogue, and Dylan E.T., the embodiment of the progressive understanding paradigm, emerges as a symphony of contrasting virtues and vices, shaping the destiny of Veridagus and the perceptions of reality itself. This dialectic, characterized by the interplay of collaborative contribution and information generation, teleological alignment and knowledge domain, claimed resource, and cultivating meaning, serves as a microcosm of the eternal struggle between power and enlightenment, coercion and compassion. At the heart of this dialectic stands Jasper, the archetypal demagogue, a figure shrouded in charisma and ambition, whose symbol of collaborative contribution reflects her mastery of manipulation and coercion. Jasper embodies the vices of exploitation and domination, wielding power with an iron fist and a silver tongue. Her narrative is one of control and subjugation, as she seeks to bend reality to her will through deception and exploitation. With claim resource as her tool, she practices territorialism not out of necessity, but out of a lust for dominion. As the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the ancient chamber where Dylan E.T. and Jasper stood, the air crackled with tension, their opposing personas pulsating with energy. Dylan, serene and resolute, stood tall, his eyes alight with the fire of conviction, while Jasper, her gaze sharp and calculating, exuded an air of confidence and cunning. His voice, calm yet firm, resonated through the chamber. Jasper, we find ourselves at a cross once again. The path you tread leads only to darkness and despair. Will you not see reason and turn back from this destructive course? A sardonic smile played across her lips as she regarded Dylan with a mixture of amusement and disdain. Reason, Dylan? Is that what you offer in the face of power and ambition? Your progressive understanding may have its virtues, but it lacks the strength to seize the opportunities that lie before us. Dylan's brow furrowed, his expression pensive as he considered Jasper's words. He knew the allure of power was strong, but he also understood the dangers it posed to the fabric of society. Power without purpose is but a fleeting illusion, Jasper. It may grant you dominion over others, but it will never bring you true fulfillment. High ground is not attained through coercion and manipulation, but through the nurturing of growth and the cultivation of understanding. Jasper chuckled softly, shaking her head in mock disbelief. Jasper. But you underestimate the allure of power, or Dylan. High ground may be your domain, but in the end, it is dominance that shapes the course of history. Character, my dear nemesis, is not defined by lofty ideals, but by the ability to seize opportunities and bend them to one's will. Dylan's eyes narrowed, his resolve hardening as he met Jasper's gaze with unwavering determination. Character, Jasper, is not measured by the extent of one's dominion, but by the integrity of one's actions. The resources we wield are not weapons to be used for personal gain, but tools to uplift and empower those around us. Worship, true worship, is not found in the adulation of the masses, but in the humble pursuit of truth and enlightenment. Jasper's smile faltered slightly, a flicker of uncertainty crossing her features before she masked it with a confident smirk. But what is truth, Dylan, if not a tool wielded by those in power to maintain their grip on the masses? In the end,